For centuries, a question has echoed through the halls of history. How could a civilization from 4,500 years ago lift millions of stones, some weighing as much as 80 tons, with such impossible mathematical precision? The sheer scale and perfection of the Great Pyramid of Giza defy what we thought we knew about the ancient world. But some now believe they didn't do it alone. Could the builders of the pyramids have had help from another world? In Partiga, we explored the fascinating theory of lost ancient technology, a power source so advanced it could have made moving these colossal stones seem like child's play. We questioned whether this technology was a forgotten human invention. But that leads to an even bigger question. Where did that technology come from? In this episode, we dive deep into one of the most controversial and captivating ideas of our time. The theory that extraterrestrial beings played a direct role in building Earth's most mysterious and enduring structures. We've looked at the evidence for levitating stones, the possibility of a hidden power plant within the pyramid, and the uncanny alignments with the stars. Now, we connect those dots to a source that isn't of this world. The ancient astronaut theory is a bold hypothesis. It suggests that thousands of years ago, intelligent beings from another planet visited Earth. They didn't just observe, they interacted, sharing their advanced knowledge with early civilizations, effectively jump-starting human progress. It sounds like science fiction, but proponents of this theory point to ancient texts and art from across the globe. The Egyptians, the Sumerians, the Mayan cultures, separated by vast oceans and thousands of years all, tell similar stories. They speak of powerful gods descending from the sky, often in what are described as flying ships or celestial chariots. When you look at certain hieroglyphs, you see depictions that are strikingly unusual. Tall, slender figures with large eyes and elongated heads standing alongside humans. Are these simply artistic representations of gods? Or could they be eyewitness accounts of visitors from another world? The evidence is tantalizing, suggesting a shared global memory of an event that changed the course of our history forever. Let's turn our attention back to Giza, to the most famous structure on Earth. The Great Pyramid isn't just a pile of rocks. It's an astronomical instrument of breathtaking accuracy. It aligns almost perfectly with the cardinal points north, south, east, and west. But its most profound connection is with the heavens above. The three main pyramids at Giza mirror the three stars of Orion's belt with incredible precision, not just in their position but also in their brightness. For the ancient Egyptians, the Orion constellation was the celestial home of Osiris, their god of resurrection and the afterlife. Mainstream Egyptology tells us this alignment was a symbolic tribute, a way to guide the pharaoh's soul to its divine destination. But ancient astronaut theorists ask a different question. Was this alignment merely a tribute to their gods, or was it something more functional? A cosmic address, a beacon, a signal pointed directly at the home of their creators. It's a design so specific, so mathematically perfect, that it seems to be communicating something profound across the millennia. The mystery deepens when we venture inside other ancient Egyptian temples. In the Temple of Seti I at Abydos, a series of carvings have baffled researchers for decades. To the untrained eye, they look like standard hieroglyphs, but look closer. One image bears an uncanny resemblance to a modern helicopter. Another looks strikingly like a futuristic airplane or spacecraft. A third even resembles a submarine or a hovercraft. Mainstream scholars have an explanation for this. They argue these are simply palimpsests, where newer carvings were etched over older ones, creating an accidental and overlapping image. It's a plausible theory. But what if it is not an accident? What if the ancient scribes were documenting what they saw? Imagine standing in the desert thousands of years ago and witnessing advanced aircraft flying overhead. How would you describe it? You would draw what you saw, using the artistic conventions of your time. Are these the flying ships the ancient texts spoke of? Are we looking at a catalogue of extraterrestrial vehicles hidden in plain sight? The physical structures are just one piece of the puzzle. Perhaps even more compelling is the unexplainable knowledge the ancient Egyptians possessed. How did a Bronze Age civilization calculate the circumference of the Earth with astounding accuracy? How did they understand complex mathematical constants like pi and the golden ratio, incorporating them flawlessly into the pyramid's design, thousands of years before they were officially discovered by modern science? Their astronomical knowledge was equally profound, charting the positions of stars and the precise length of the solar year. Where did this advanced understanding come from? It seems to have appeared almost overnight, with little evidence of a gradual development. Could this knowledge have been a gift, a celestial download from visitors far more advanced than us, who understood the fundamental mathematics of the universe? When you overlay the golden ratio on the pyramid's dimensions, the fit is perfect. It suggests a level of planning and wisdom that seems out of place for the time, pointing to an external source of information. And this phenomenon isn't isolated to Egypt. All across the world, we find similar megalithic structures that defy conventional explanation. In Mexico, the Pyramid of the Sun at Teotihuacan has a base nearly identical in size to the Great Pyramid of Giza. In China, hundreds of mysterious, earth-covered pyramids. The landscape, many aligned with constellations. In Sudan, the Nubian pyramids, though smaller, share the same steep, precise angles. How did ancient cultures, supposedly with no contact with one another, all decide to build massive, triangular structures with such specific astronomical alignments and impossible engineering? Researchers who subscribe to the global pattern theory believe this isn't a coincidence. It points to a shared influence, a single source of instruction. It suggests a team of teachers, perhaps the same extraterrestrial teachers traveling the globe, leaving their architectural and mathematical fingerprint on developing civilizations everywhere. It's a global blueprint, written in stone. Of course, for every believer, there is a skeptic. Mainstream archaeologists and scientists rightfully argue that extraordinary claims require extraordinary proof. They contend that there is no solid, irrefutable evidence of alien contact, no crashed spaceship, no alien artifact, no piece of technology that couldn't, with enough ingenuity and manpower, have been created by humans. They propose that we often underestimate the capabilities of our ancestors. But believers counter that argument. They say, the proof is not in one single object, but in the overwhelming weight of circumstantial evidence. The proof is all around us, written in stone, in sacred geometry, in global myths, and in the star-aligned architecture that covers our planet. The pyramids themselves, they argue, are the artifacts. The debate rages on, a battle between conventional history and the radical alternative view of our past. One side demands physical proof, the other insists we are looking right at it. If aliens did help build the pyramids, it raises a cascade of new, even more profound questions. Why did they leave? What happened to their advanced technology and the incredible knowledge they shared? Did it simply vanish, or was it hidden away, protected by secret societies for millennia? And perhaps the most chilling question of all, are they still watching us? In part 5 we journey into the heart of the Great Pyramid itself to uncover the final piece of the puzzle, a secret chamber, a hidden message, and a discovery that could change everything we know about the origins of humanity. We will explore the secret hidden inside the pyramid. Thank you so much for joining us on this incredible journey. If you find these mysteries as fascinating as we do, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our final mind-blowing episode. See you next time.